Hi everyone, C110 back, with another review. It's about time because I have been ill for a couple of days, so I couldn't do any review before now. That's how it is. Today I'm gonna rant about why TV, linear TV, is dying. But before I go into that rant and that route, I'm gonna talk about the results of recording on the tape I bought from wish.com. As I told you in the previous review, I bought 2 wish.com tapes to try them out because this is an unknown brand. Yes, so I decided to put them into my stereo deck and calibrate them and record on them. So I decided to hook the tape part to my television and record from MTV Zeros, because then I can record whole melodies and put on pause if I find a melody I don't want, and just on pause to get the next melody, and you can record whole melodies without talking. So I decided to do that. There is a reason for that I record, from television. There is a reason for that, and I come back to that a little bit later down the line. But first, take a look at the picture. Can you see something different between these 2 tapes? Yes, as you can see, I had to change the bottom wheels on one of the tapes. The tape that has the correct wheel from the factory is the one that has this pattern in it. The other one is a little bit whiter and is more dense, more plasticky. There is a reason for that, because one of the tapes you could, when you put it in the cassette recorder, the wheels were not moving around. And that's not a good thing, because that will reduce the lifespan on the tape, because then it rubs on the wheel instead of going along with the wheel, which means that you might stretch the tape you decrease the lifespan, simply as that. You might stretch it, it gets rubbed to the wheel, and that's not good. Luckily, I have spare parts, so I decided to open that tape package and change the wheels with wheels that fits better into it. So these wheels are a little bit thinner or smaller. So, and it fits the axe inside perfectly, but it is a little bit smaller, so it gets freely to rotate in there. And then also the tape improves the sound quality actually quite a bit. So that's something to be notable about, that you might get some tapes that are some bits and tidbits and all of that that doesn't fit properly together, and you need to change them. So I have to do that to one of the tapes. But except from that, I tried to record on it, and I decided to take a calibration first, which means that you set a tone to exactly 0 on the peak scale or the VU scale, depending on what your stereo equipment are using. I did use peak, since this is a normal tape. And I set it to exactly 0, and then you play back the tape with the sound to see how loud it is. And guess what? I need to rinse my throat here. Anyway, and guess what? The highest result I get was approximately -3, which means that I have to increase the volume to approximately +3 to get 0, to get it at 0 as close as possible. But when I did that, the recording was done, and what can I say? The recording is fair on this. It's stable, it is loud enough, but be aware that it is a little bit lower tape with lower quality. Does this tape has 120 US as it claims? Yeah, I think it has. It is light recording, the treble and the bass are fair enough. It's not the best in the world because this is a normal tape. But hey, you can't get high position tapes anymore. That's why. So, that's something to think about. Yeah? Anyway, I decided then to record on it and fill it with music from MTV Zeros. And now we come to the TV part, okay? So, what can I say about that? Up here where I live, we are now going over to FiberNet instead of CobberNet. We are getting new internet connection with faster internet up here in a month time. So the 1st of November, we are fully over to FiberNet, and it's about time. The internet capacity I have today is the highest in the area here. It is 750/25. That means that's because of the CobberNet. If you had on FiberNet, you could get 750/750. It will be equal up and down, which it's not when you are on CobberNet, because on CobberNet it's harder to get the signal out to the World Wide Web than it is to load it in for some reason. I don't know how that works exactly because I'm not that technical on that. But anyway, that's how it is. Now, when we go over to the fiber, I have 1,000. Yeah, because I have a cable operator that also runs the coaxial net up here. Coaxial net is the CobberNet that I have today. Later down the line, something called OBOS will take over, and they have so-called OpenNet when I go on fiber. And what does OpenNet means? That means that you can choose the cable provider as you like that has the best offer for you. Even when it comes to sports channels, music channels, whatever. But here is the kicker. You know what? I'm not going to choose either one of them. Why? Because I'm so sick and tired of all the commercial guff. Hear me out, guys. Yeah, I have been ill, so sorry for that I had to rinse my throat. Hear me out, guys. For the first, when you watch a program on television, let's say you're watching on a Discovery channel, for example. Have you noticed that there are too much commercials on the channel? Let's say that you are seeing a program that you like. You see 7 minutes of program, and you get 7 minutes of commercial guff interrupted. And then you get 7 minutes of program again, and then they interrupt again with 7 minutes of commercials. I don't like that. And on top of that, think about it. When you have a cable operator, you pay to watch the commercials on top of that. I should get paid to see this. That's my opinion. So I think that's crap, actually. And here comes the kicker. I decided I'm not going to choose any one of those. I decided up here we have something also called over-the-air box. That means that you can hook up an antenna. Take a look at this picture here. Here is the picture of the antenna I have on my shelf. It's 10 times 10 centimeters approx. And you know what? You don't need more than that antenna to get the free channels up here. And I'm gonna show you a picture of, and this antenna, by the way, is from Strong. So that's a company, I don't think they are existing so much up here anymore, but anyway, the antenna is Strong. The box I have, the over-the-air box, is also from Strong. So that is a coincidence because the antenna was bought at a flea market and the box was bought at a store. Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, and I decided I'm not going to get another cable operator. I'm going over the air box instead. There are benefits with that. Of course, the cons is that you get fewer channels. But hear me out here, guys. The channels you get on the Freebox up here is probably a little bit opposite from anywhere else in the world, maybe. Because up here, most of the channel are commercial free on the over-the-air box. Can you believe that? You get news. Sometimes you get even full-length movies. and you get TV shows and all of that. The only commercial you get is what they call sponsored. And how does that work? A sponsored commercial just lasts for 7 seconds, for example, and it is only a still picture, and that's it. They might say that this program is sponsored by yada yada yada, and they are on the show right away. And that's it. They are not allowed to have moving pictures if they only send sponsors. It's a little bit weird, but they only use the sponsored part when they are sending very expensive programs, like sports events and all of that, like Diamond League, for example. Then you get these shortcut commercials. Normally you get 3 or 4 different pictures with 3 and 4 different brands, which means that it will last for 21 to 28 seconds, and that's it. And they are off with the show, and the show goes on until they decide to take a break, or it goes the show out. For example, a 2-hour show. They mention it at the beginning and the end, and that's it. So that's fine. That's manageable, after my opinion. But you don't get all the commercial guff you get at Discovery, for example, where they are giving you 7 minutes of program, 7 minutes of commercial, and they go on and on like that in a wave. I hate that. You get tired of it, and the commercials with the moving pictures are even worse. Some of them are directly stupid and just are there just to mock you. Honestly, guys, if you're gonna make commercial, you should make something that makes people laugh, okay? Not make people getting angry when they are sitting in the chair because you're sending the crap over and over and over again. And on top of that, you are paying for it when you have cable operator. With the Freebox, over-the-air box, yeah, I don't pay anything for the channels that goes on that. I get fewer channels, but I still get the news, I still get the information I need. So what's the point to have cable TV then? Think about this. Most of the program, or let's say it this way, have you noticed something? The program are getting worse and worse on cable. There is a reason for that, because of something called streaming. Because the cable operators got an idea. Let's put our best show behind paid walls, and you have to watch it through internet. Then we can get more money. Yeah. You know what? I don't like that, to be honest with you guys. Because they are thinking like this. Let's give the people that pay for cable operators the crappy entertainment with a bunch of commercial guff in between. So we tire them off. And then the rest of the population who wants to see programs that has value, they have to pay even more for it. What's the reason? The over-the-air up here, the Freebox, as I talk about. Take a look at this picture. This is the picture of the box. Yeah, this is a strong box. This has a clock at the front as well, which I like. Most of the boxes you get today doesn't even have that. They are making them as dirt cheap as possible. This box should cost $129, actually. That was or was it $150? I can't remember exact pricing on the top of my head. But the seller that sold me this gave me wrong price. They put up the wrong price on it. And since they did that, I got it for the price that I put up wrong. You won't believe what I paid for it, but I'm gonna tell you it right away. $8.5 for the box. I'm not kidding. $8.5. There was a mismatch with the price tag. And I mentioned that to the owner of the store, and I got it for $8.5. He said that I did wrong, and the policy is, if the price are wrong and are lower, you get it to that price. Then I decided to take it with me, which I'm not regretting today. This was a couple of years ago, by the way, so probably this box is even more expensive today. And I can tell you so much that this has also a card reader inside, which means that you can order channels on this to a card and get it shipped to the mail. And you can hook the card in, and you will also get channels you paid for. But I'm gonna use this as a Freebox. That means that I'm not paying anything for the rest of my life. And yes, I got more than one of these boxes. If this one should break down one day, which can happen, I have another box I can put up and continue my watching of free televisions. This is a great way to get free television, guys. Just hook up the antenna to the shelf, the little 10 by 10 centimeter antenna. You can see it on the picture here. Yep. And away you go. And then you press search on the box, on the Freebox, and it will find the channels that are free in the area where you live. Why should I pay for something that should be free? They are sending enough commercial guff anyway. Why should I pay to see commercials? That's crap. That's low IQ, after my opinion, if people do that. I hate it, to be honest with you. I really hate this. So I decided that this box that I paid $8.5 for, I'm gonna put to work. And the antenna at the shelf, by the way, I bought at the flea market and paid $4 for. So I paid $12.5 in total for this system. That's great. And it also has a remote control. It even have the old-fashioned text TV, if you are familiar with that from the 80s. And the text TV is still working on 3 out of 6 channels that I receive on the box. So nice. Very nice. And of course, state channels you also get to receive for free, of course, at least up here. Don't pay anything for that because it's over the tax bill anyway. So now you know. So I decided to go this route to see TV in the future because I am sick and tired of the commercial guff, and not only that. That's one of the cons with cable. The other cons is that they are sending programs over and over and over and over and over and over again. You see where it's going? And you are getting more and more mad. And I mean it. This is shit. S-H-I-T. Now I spelled it out because they really deserve it. Today I pay, let's see, $40 a month for cable and internet that are actually very sluggish. And when I go over to the fiber, I will pay $12. See the difference? A month? $40 compared to $12. What do you prefer? And then I can watch the channels that are free on the air for free. I get the news, I get the series that they are sending, fair enough, and I get all the information I need. Heck, on daytime, one of the channels are sending news, so-called news streaming, a news wheel that goes over and over again, and they're adding on the news that comes up. So it goes in a big wheel until 5 in the afternoon from 8 in the morning. So we have technically also a news wheel going, and it's absolutely free. Why should I pay for it then? We have also another I'm tripping on words, okay? News wheel TV that you have to pay for, but they send in commercials. No thanks. I'm not paying for something that gives us commercials on top of that, because I hate it. I don't care if a store has $1 less on a product, and they want to say take 2, pay for 3, whatever. Here is a book on inflation. Maybe before price $12, now $24. Get a grip. Yeah, I hate it. Have I told you enough now what I hate? And another part I can take up at the end of this rant. Yes, if you want, you can choose a cable operator through the OpenNet system. And you choose whatever you want, but you have to pay for it. And then you pay for the commercial again. Yes, you get more channels, but is it really worth it, guys? When you can get most of the entertainment for free on internet if you search a little bit around? Hey, come on. Let me massage your brain cells, guys, so you can think about this. The Freebox gives you TV for life, for no money at all. If you have the box, you have the antenna, hook it up, and you only pay the electricity that goes through it, so you can see television. So that's fine. Another kicker and another pro and cons with this. I can tell you one thing. If you order, of course, a cable operator. Let's just take an example. Alente. It's a cable operator up here that you can get through the fiber internet. Fine, you get the channels you order and all of that. But what happens when internet goes down? You lose your internet connection and you lose your television connection. Yes. Take a look at the antenna that I have on the shelf again, okay? This is not hooked up to internet. No, this is an over-the-air system. Which means that if the internet goes down, I don't care. Jim Crackhorn, I don't care. I can still watch television. And I'm not paying for it. Yes. Benefit after benefit. So, and you also get rid of channels that are shitload of fuck with the commercials. I'm sorry, guys. I'm saying the naughty words because I hate this. Did I mention that already? That I hate this? So, that's how it is. So, for those who are thinking about moving to a place that doesn't have cable or only have internet, maybe you should take a look at the over-the-air services in your area, because there are money to save here, and there is a lot of money to save actually, and you can get one of these over-the-air box. This is strong, by the way, that I have, but you can also get from Denver, I know, because I have one of those. You can also have from Samsung or Grundig. That's the. Why can I mention that? Because I have all of these boxes, but they are spare parts. I started with the strong box, and now take a look at this. I'm going to show you the signal strength on the box. As you have seen already, 10 times 10 centimeter approx on the antenna. You just put it up on the corner of your shelf and that's it. You have a benefit more here. Yeah, bad weather and wind. This antenna is indoor. That means that the bad weather and the wind cannot knock it out or make it fall or make it rotate and gives you mosaic picture on screen, which means that you haven't calibrated correctly the antenna. Yeah, because this stands inside, no wind can catch it, no bad weather can catch it, it will be stable all the time. And I can guarantee you people, for me, this is 100% stable. Take a look at the picture here where I show you the signals. 100% strength, 100% signal, and if you look at the left corner, we have something called BER, B-E-R. For those who have put up a satellite dish, know what that is. Closest to 0, you get it, then you are directly in head of the transmitter that sends out the signal. If you are a little bit off, the bear will say -1, -2, or +1 or 2. Then you need to adjust the antenna to get it to 0. When you get it at 0, you have 100% stable signal. And this here is rock solid. So now I'm gonna get fiber, which means that I'm gonna get a line that 1,000 up and 1,000 down. Nice. That means that it's good enough for that, and it's good enough for cable operator as well. But as I mentioned, I'm not going to go that route. I'm gonna go for the Freebox. Something to think about. Dependable where you live, you might also save a lot of money instead of calling up a cable operator and hear to them, how much do you need of money to get me cable? You might have to pay for the box, you have to pay a fee for the people to install it if you don't know how to do that yourself, and you also will have a agreement with the cable company that you have to have it for 12 months, for example, or 2 years, and you cannot close the deal before that time is up. That is a way to secure most money from you. That's how it is. With the Freebox, it's yours forever, and you don't pay a dime. It's yours. You take in the channels, and you are done with it. Think about that. It's very easy to hook this up. You hook up the antenna to the box, and you hook up the box to the power circuit. And if the antenna has a power as well, which this one has, you also hook that up to the power socket. And that's it. And you press search on the remote when you hook up. And you just adjust the antenna to, you get bare 0.00. And you are done. You're done. That's it. You don't need help from anyone. You save money. Win-win. So that's why I'm going on a rant on this, guys, because I hate this. Why? I should get paid to watch your commercial, guys. That's why. And that's why I'm not going to get any more cable operating up here. And you know what? The box I have also have a USB input at the back. And that USB is not only for upgrading, guys. You can hook up a memory stick to it, and you can record programs to it. And you can even put it in your computer. And if you have a program that you like that are no license, you can even put it up on YouTube. Just by putting it in your PC. Hey, win-win. You don't need your lossy VHS player anymore that maybe stretches the tape to oblivion and the quality is bad. Just put in a memory stick and away you go. You get sound, you get picture. Hey, to tell you the truth, it's only the Freeboxes I have seen that function on it. Because maybe it's like that Freebox channels are not licensing. But hey, be a little bit careful anyway. If you record something and put it up on YouTube, it might be a licensed program anyway, especially if you pick up a movie. But a still picture of the channel should be fine, no matter what, because then you just show that, yay, it works, yay. Because that's what I'm gonna do here, guys. I'm gonna give you some still pictures, as you can see. I'm not going to give any moving pictures because of the license issue. But I'm gonna show you pictures of 2 channels. The first one you can see here, it's from NRK1. That is a news transmission, because on daytime up here until 5 o'clock, it is news. Simply as that. And the other channel I'm gonna show you is a Christian channel, by the way, called Vision Norway. And I have 6 channels in total on the Freebox, and the Freebox, or the over-the-air box, by the way, you can call it both Freebox or over-the-air box. It's up to you. It's already hooked up here, so I'm ready when they disconnect the cable. It's ready. I just have to push one button and I'm over on the Freebox. And I got the cable box in the shelf under the TV, by the way, that I can see until 1st of November. October, November, December. Yes, it's 11 month first. Yes. Now you know a little bit about why I'm ranting about this. Think about it. Do you really need anything else than news and some series sometimes and maybe an old movie sometimes? No, you don't. If you want to see a newer movie, why not go on internet and stream it from the internet and pay as you go? You will save money then instead of paying a monthly fee to a cable company. Because it's money down the toilet. And it goes down the drain. And I really mean that. I hate it, guys. I hate it. Sorry for my hate rant this time, guys. But I need to get this out of my system. And yes, when this is up on YouTube, I'm already working on a new review. Because I have some more food to show you from Japan. Some drinks from Spain and so on. A friend of mine sent me also product from Spain. All the way from Spain to Norway that he asked me if I can make a review of. So for the first time on my channel, I'm gonna review something that a friend has sent me. That's great. That's the first time. So, alright. Looking forward to do that review. That will come in a short time. I'm not going to wait a whole month. Don't worry about that. Because it's already on the production when you see this. Okay, enough rant from me now. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for hearing me out. And if you agree with me, make a comment in the section. Why, maybe you want to have a cable company instead of Freebox, I don't know. I decided to go that route to save money because I'm not going to waste money on commercials anymore. Because I hate it. Simply as that. It's too much of commercials everywhere you go today. Take a trip around in your own city and see how much brands you are seeing just to go down a few blocks, okay? You will see a lot of commercials just without the television on. You will be surprised, guys. I know many people of you are also having your nose in the mobile phone most of the time. I bet you see commercials there as well, okay? I'm not going to say anything more than that. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being patient with me when it comes to review, guys. Thank you all subscribers of my channel. Thank you. And I see you again very soon. Very soon. Bye. Take care.